belonging to the second group. They were the adventurers of an... Oh god. I, come on, I can do this. Essentially... Or... Essentially... Yeah, essentially. I think it's essentially. I'm gonna go with essentially. They were adventurers of an essentially British band of pilgrims set against a backdrop of vaguely Norse mythology. I like the idea that that the quest lo- that the quest love it that the I like the idea that the quest love it. In fact, I could but I found no interest in either tokens sturdy uh, but I had no interest in either tokens sturdy peasant peasant sturdy peasant characters. That's not a that's not to say I didn't like them because I did. Or his Bosque fuck. Oh god, that is a god what kind. Oh man, you're picking up all the names. Give me a second, let me grab water. Alright. Bosque Scandinavian. Yeah, Scandinavian settings. If I try if I tried going in that direction, I'd get all the way wrong. I get it all wrong. So I waited 19 by 1970. So I waited. By 1970, I was 21. I was 21, and Stan. Let's see. And uh, the first, I was 21. The first stands of gray had shown up in my beard. I think smoking 2.5 packs of Paul Paul Mars. Yeah, Paul Mars. Paul Mars a day probably had something to do with that. But even at 21, one can afford to wait. At 22, time is still on one side. Although even then, at bat at bad a let's see, even then that bad old patrol boys in the neighborhood and asking questions. Then in almost completely empty movie theater, ba- the oh god, okay, I'll have to read. I've got to look this up. All right, where's that phone at? There. All right, B C B I J U N pronunciation. Bijou. Bijou. The Bijou in Bangor Marine, if it matters. I saw that. I saw a film directed by C- Sigo Leon, 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 Sigo Leon. I think it's it. It was called the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And before the film was even half over, I realized that I wanted to write what let's see what I wanted to write was a novel that contained Tolkien's sense of quest and magic, but set against Leon's almost absurdly majestic Western backdrop. It, if you only seen Gunzo, the Gunzo Western on your, I think it's Gunzo. I'm not entirely sure if it's Gunzo, but I'm going with it. Gunzo Western on your television screen, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Cry, cry your pardon, but it's true. On a movie screen, probably projection through the correct pans pan uh, panavized I think it's panavized license T TGTB. Oh, fuck. No idea what that is. I'm gonna go read that. Well, I have no idea what the symbol is, but hey, whatever. TU is an epic to rival B- Ben Hur Ben Hur Clint Eastwood appearance. Right, Clint Eastwood appears. God. Okay. Roughly 18 between 18 feet tall and with each weir with each weary jaw of scrabble, scribble, scribble, stubble. Yeah, stubble on his cheek, looking roughly the size of a young redwood, young redwood tree. The groves, back, the groves beckoning. Lee, Lee Van Street, Cleef, Cleef. Okay, Lee Van, Lee Van Cleaves, Lee Van Cleaves, mouth depend are deepened as cannons, and there could be a tiny sea sea wizarding glass. It could be tiny sea wizarding glass at the bottom of each one. The the desert setting appeared to at stretch at last as far as the orbit of the planet Neptune, and the bear and the barrel of each gun looks to be roughly the larger as the the Holland Tunnel. What I wanted what I wanted even more than the setting was that feel okay. What I wanted even more than the setting was feeling that feeling of epic. Apocalyptic apocalyptic hold on. Apocalyptic. Yeah. Apocalyptic apop blah. Come on, I can do this. Apop apoc apocalyptic size. The first the fact that knew Jack sh- Leon knew Jack shit about Leon knew jack shit about